Welcome to the Rare Sats podcast, where we uncover Bitcoin's best-kept secrets, rare Satoshis. Every episode, we dive into these hidden digital treasures, exploring their value, their history, and why collectors are obsessed. Whether you're here to learn or looking to collect, we'll give you the insights you need to stay ahead in the crypto game. Ready to join the hunt? Hit subscribe, and let's dive in. All right, Rare Sats fans, welcome back. We're diving deep again today, and today it's all about Block 9 Satoshis.
Yeah.
These are legendary in the Bitcoin blockchain, right? And we all know, listeners know, we love Rare Sats.
Yeah.
Those digital treasures with unique histories.
Exactly. Think of Block 9 sats as the first edition Satoshis.
Oh.
Minted by Satoshi Nakamoto himself back in those early days of Bitcoin. It's like owning an actual piece of crypto history.
I am already hooked. This is awesome. But before we go too far, I got to put you on the spot. How many inscriptions do you think are on Block 9 sats right now?
That is a tough one. I'm going to have to think about that as we go.
Okay, good. Challenge accepted. We'll come back to it at the end. But first, for anyone needing a refresher, what exactly is a Block 9 sat?
Well, Block 9 is the 9th block ever mined on the Bitcoin blockchain, and it's special because it has the very first Bitcoin transaction between Satoshi Nakamoto and Hal Finney.
Wow. The first transaction ever. That's pretty mind-blowing.
Absolutely. So the Satoshis within Block 9 are considered the oldest sats in circulation.
Yeah, okay.
The sats from the earlier blocks are kind of locked away in Satoshi's wallet, untouched,
Right.
since the beginning. So until Satoshi makes a move, those early Satoshis, they're out of reach.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So Block 9 sats are like a time capsule
Exactly.
from the birth of Bitcoin.
Precisely. And that limited supply, especially the 10 Bitcoin from that first transaction, that's what makes them so appealing to collectors.
So even though Block 9 itself isn't rare by like the Road Armor Index, the sats inside are scarce.
Right.
Because there are only so many of them.
Exactly. They're like a vintage wine.
Yeah.
Limited production, age, a great story. Makes them super valuable.
So we have this limited supply of these historically important sats. What makes some Block 9 sats even more sought after than others?
Yeah.
I've heard about 450x sats. What are those?
Yes. Within that first Bitcoin that Satoshi sent to Hal Finney, there's a group of Satoshis that everyone wants. These are the 450x sats, and their sat numbers all start with 450, making them some of the earliest Satoshis available to collectors.
So it's like a limited edition within the limited edition.
Exactly.
I'm starting to understand why people are going nuts for these Block 9 sats.
Now think about the diamond market. Rare, historically significant, and potentially controlled by a few big players.
Okay.
Some people think Block 9 sats could go the same way, becoming the digital diamonds of Bitcoin.
Whoa, digital diamonds. So it's not just about collecting for fun? Are we talking about a shift in how we see value in the digital world?
That's the idea.
That's wild. What are people actually doing with these digital diamonds? Any interesting projects or collections being built on Block 9 sats?
Absolutely. Several ordinals collections are making waves right now, all inscribed on Block 9 sats using their unique history and traits.
Okay, what are some of the key players?
Well, one that stands out is Block 9 by Nullish, the very first collection inscribed on a Block 9 sat. And just recently, inscription number 7 sold for 0.411 Bitcoin.
0.411 Bitcoin. That's serious money.
Definitely. Another one to watch is Ordinal Maxi Biz.
Oh.
OMB for short. Some say it could be the CryptoPunks of Bitcoin.
Those are some big shoes to fill. Are they really living up to that hype?
Well, a set of OMBs recently sold at a Christie's auction for $441,000, so they are definitely making noise.
Okay, I'm impressed. What else is out there pushing the boundaries with Block 9 sats?
One that's really interesting is OG Satoshis. These are inscribed on those 450x sats we talked about, mined by Satoshi Nakamoto. They're the oldest inscribed sats in Bitcoin.
OG sats on OG sats. That's incredible.
Yeah, they use something called parent-child provenance.
Interesting.
Which links each inscription to its origin on the blockchain. And it's a cool way to track the history and lineage of these digital assets.
Parent-child provenance. I'm adding that to my research list. It sounds like there's so much detail and history in these inscriptions.
Absolutely. And speaking of pushing boundaries, we can't forget On-Chain Monkeys, or OCM. It was the first 10,000 image collection inscribed on Bitcoin. They chose Block 9's 450x sats and were pioneers in using different inscription techniques, including parent-child provenance.
So On-Chain chain monkeys were trailblazers, making way for all these other amazing collections.
Precisely. And it's interesting to see how the large supply of Block 9 sats, 1 billion, is shaping the conversation.
Yeah, 1 billion does seem like a lot.
It is. Some see that as a downside, worrying it'll dilute their value. Others see it as an advantage, comparing it to a meme coin like Dogecoin, but with utility from the inscription capabilities.
A meme coin with historical significance. Okay, this is getting really interesting. So are Block 9 sats going to be the digital diamonds of the future, or will their large supply hold them back?
That's the million-dollar question.
Speaking of questions, remember the one I asked you earlier?
Oh, yeah.
About how many inscriptions are on Block 9 sats? Any guesses now?
Based on all these collections and growing interest, I'm going to say, around 250,000.
250,000, 250,000. That's a bold guess. Drum roll, please.
Don't leave me hanging.
As of today, there are 126,991 inscriptions on Block 9 sats.
Wow. Not too far off, but I'd definitely overestimated the current frenzy.
Not too far off at all.
Yeah.
But as you can see, Block 9 sats might not fit into the traditional rarity categories, but their historical significance, limited supply, and all those exciting ordinals collections. They make Block 9 sats a force to be reckoned with. It's like holding a piece of Bitcoin's beginning right in your digital wallet.
And as we've seen, they've sparked a big debate about their future. Are they digital diamonds in the rough, or will the large supply stop them from hitting those crazy values?
Such great questions. That's all for this episode of the Rare Sats podcast. Until next time, happy hunting and keep those sats rare.